What is going on, everybody? This is Bronco Juggalo welcoming you back to Wild Eye Week. We are continuing our week-long journey through Wild Eye films. I want to encourage everybody to go and check out Wild Eye Releasing. They are where it's at in underground horror, as my buddy Jason says. They are an awesome company. They give filmmakers their start. They give filmmakers a platform to get their movies seen by many more people. You can find their films in Walmart. You can find them on eBay, on Amazon, and many other websites, including my personal favorite, HamiltonBook.com. And no, I'm not endorsed by any of these places. I just like Hamilton Book. So today, guys, I am doing the 2017 film Main Street Meats, even though I believe it was filmed quite a bit before then, because one of the people that's in the film actually died in 2011. But it was released in 2017, and then it was given a Wild Eye release in 2019. Now, Main Street Meats is directed by Jeff Lyon. It stars Morgan Boland as Cherry and Steve Gola as Floyd, and it also has a vocal cameo by Herschel Gordon Lewis himself, the godfather of gore, which is pretty cool because this movie plays out a lot like a Herschel Gordon Lewis film. It is very similar in tone and in filmmaking style to Blood Feast, Blood Feast 2, and other movies of that ilk, such as Blood Diner. A local family butcher shop, which is going out of business, finds a way to, let's say, increase their sales by putting human on the menu. Let's see if there's enough customers that can out-eat the customers. This movie actually won multiple awards at multiple film festivals, including Chicago and San Diego. And it also holds a 7 out of 10 rating on IMDb, which is really good for a low-budget film. Most low-budget slasher films don't hold that good of a rating. Guys, this film is really, really fun. It is a lot of fun. It is really good. And I got to give mad props to Wild Eye for helping get this movie out there. I also have to give mad props to Jeff Lyon, who did a terrific job directing this film, and a terrific job done by all the cast. So mad props to all of them, for real. This was a really good movie, guys. Really had a lot of fun with it. I really enjoyed it. As I said, it is in the vein of a Herschel Gordon Lewis film like Blood Diner, or even though he didn't do Blood Diner, Blood Feast or Blood Feast 2. Very similar in tone, very similar in style, even similar in some bits of storyline. I only have one con with this film, and it's just a nitpicky little thing that I noticed. Now, this is a black comedy slasher film, and it is a low-budget slasher film, and I've noticed that one thing that lacks on a lot of low-budget films is police uniforms. The attention to detail in police uniforms. A lot of people think a brown shirt, some dark pants, a couple pouches on the belt, and that's it. Well, in this particular case, it kind of backfires because when the sheriff's deputy, who we see in multiple shots in this film, is given close-ups of his chest up, you can very clearly see that the badge on his chest says security officer. Not sheriff's department, not cops, which is, in my opinion, a very... it's a really bad thing to overlook because, yeah, you can get security badges anywhere, but you can also get sheriff badges anywhere. I can tell you this from experience. My mom's into antiques and shit like that, and she owns her own little antique shop. Well, in her front case, in one of her cases, she literally has like 15 fucking sheriff badges from all over the place. They're not exactly hard to find. Hell, you can buy a plastic one at the Dollar Tree. You know, just saying. But that being said, guys, that is my only con for this movie. I had a blast with this film. The first thing I want to talk about is the cast and the acting. The cast, a group of unknowns that I've never heard of. They do an amazing job. I think they were absolutely wonderful. They were convincing. They were fun. They all played Psycho pretty well because just about everybody in this movie is Psycho. Mad props to the cast. I really did enjoy it. The second thing I want to talk about is the directing and things like the cinematography, how it's shot, and basically the overall feel of this film. This film is shot in a great grindhouse style, like the movies of the 70s and late 60s, and even early 60s. It very much does look a lot like Blood Diner or Blood Feast or Blood Feast 2. Really did enjoy that aspect of it. I thought it was a really good job making it feel like that old kind of gore house, grindhouse style film. Loved it. I absolutely loved it. I think the cinematography in this movie, for what it is absolutely amazing. This is a low budget film that is shot to look like a big budget film. Even when they do the intentional, through the screens, it still looks really good, and you can tell that they're doing it on purpose. I really love the music of this film. We have a bunch of original music done by a couple bands. One called the Blowtorches that does most of the music. And awesome soundtrack, guys. Really good music. They do a lot of different kind of, indie, folky rock songs. And then they do a lot of just, kind of, 60s style music that really does kind of blend with this movie very well in different spots. The music really does match up well with the film. I also want to say that the gore and the blood and guts in this movie is on point. I mean, they literally are chopping people up here and serving them up, and it looks amazing. They do an amazing job on the gore in this movie. Now, it is a black comedy, and it is pretty self-aware, if you ask me. The ending, I love the ending of this movie. I love how the story unfolds at the end. I love how things kind of get wrapped up, but also leave it open. And in fact, it definitely leaves it open because it says right at the end of the film, to be continued in Main Street Meats 2, Vegas Buffet. And I really wish that movie would come to fruition. I'm pretty sure it hasn't yet, but it would be so awesome if it did, because it would be a lot of fun to revisit these people and these characters. Guys, that is it for my review. I definitely recommend this movie. Wild Eyes, Main Street Meats. Go and check out this movie. It is absolutely awesome. I hope everybody out there has been enjoying Wild Eye Week. Please go and check out Wild Eye Releasings and give them all your love and support because they truly deserve it. They are doing such a great job in the horror genre today and helping to get new actors, new directors, new crew members discovered each and every day. This is Bronco Juggalo saying peace.
These bitches got me fucked up. Yeah. Put a hole in your chest, the size of fucking dump trucks. Damn. Guess you out of luck, punk. That's right. Machete through your arteries, let's see how quick the blood pump. Oh, since we talking about blood.